Aries is the baby of the zodiac. It's the first energy. It's the new year. It really makes a lot more sense than what we celebrate as New Year's in the Western world, because it is spring. It's the beginning. And so this is a time where you're going to feel activated. You're going to feel like that bud coming out of the ground. But the time right before the 19th is super important. Okay. We have just a lot of energies brewing within us, and a lot of energies cosmically helping to bring those out, so that in the spring we can really burst forth as that bloom that we each are. Okay, March 25th is a lunar eclipse. What signs are going to be affected March 25th and that day? Well, the signs that will be most heavily affected are the cardinal signs: Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, and Aries. Okay. So those are the signs where you're really going to feel it, but everyone's going to feel it to some degree. You know, full moons are those times when we know it's like heavy energy. An eclipse, a lunar eclipse, is like that on steroids. It's that times many. So it brings up a lot of emotion. It brings up a lot of intuition. And it brings up a lot from beneath the surface to be both released, shaken loose, and clarified, so that we really know what we want to move into. So it might be intense, maybe a little dramatic at times. Okay, I was like, am I going to be up all night cleaning my house? or am I just going to be working through a bunch of things? Yeah, if that's how you feel your feelings, probably, because you're going to be feeling those feelings. We're in Pisces season right now. That's the last sign of the zodiac, and that's the old man of the zodiac. Pisces feels everything. They're sensitive. That's the season we're in until the 19th. And so however you feel your feelings, you're going to be doing that times many from now, and definitely culminating on the 25th. The purpose of this is to shake loose anything that's not right for you, anything that's not in alignment for you. So how do we shake it loose other than bringing it to the surface and feeling it? So think of, if you're going to plant something that you want to bloom in the spring, you're tilling that soil. You're really mixing it up. That's what this is the time for. Okay. The mixing of the soil, the bringing to the surface, the going, oh, that's a weed, I don't want that. Yeah, I love this. Yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. So sometimes that can feel really icky, but if you kind of look at it as that time where this is so that in the spring, I can have this amazing new beginning, then it's going to feel better. Okay. Just let yourself kind of wallow in that. Let yourself be tilled for a little while. All right, let yourself be tilled for a while. I love that idea. Okay, let's talk about gifts. We all have gifts. We're all put here for a reason, right? How do we know if we are subconsciously blocking those gifts, and then how do we figure it out? The first thing you're going to pay attention to is where are you feeling unpleasantness? You know, when you're feeling a general vague sense of angst in your mind, or heaviness in emotions, or anything in the body that's like, this is just bothering me. All those things are indicators. Also relationships where it's just like, this is agitating me. Yes. Or it's just niggling at me all the time. You know, it just won't leave me alone. These are all indicators that there's something in there trying to come through. So again, think about that soil. That might be like a part of the soil that's just compacted, that's trying to be broken up. So you feel into it, you ask yourself, if it's a thought, what's the feeling underneath this thought that I need to pay attention to? If it's a physical sensation, what thoughts am I having about, what story am I telling myself about this, or about what's going on right now? Any place in your life where you're resisting or pushing against internally, that's going to show you that you might be blocked. Guidance is always certain and quiet. Okay. Guidance is never going to make you confused or make you vaguely, agitated, anxious. That's not guidance. Okay. So anything that puts you in your head, basically, is something where you want to reflect deeper. Anything that puts you in your knowing and in that sense of deep calm and, okay, this speaks to a deeper part of me, that's guidance. If you want to speak more to India Lee, you can, because we're going to continue this conversation extended after the show. Join us on Instagram. She so gracefully said that she would say it's at ATL & Co. India, thank you so much. You're the best. All right, we'll see you online in just a bit. All right, help.